Hey, welcome back. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an awesome, exciting, and safe holiday season. And I want to kick off 2021 here with this video on the 8A program. Have you considered applying for the 8A certification? I get asked all the time various questions about the 8A program as far as when should I apply? Do I qualify? What steps do I need to take? And most importantly, am I ready for the 8A? So in this video today, I want to share some key components, some key things you should think about and consider before you decide that now is the time for you to apply for the 8A certification. Hey, I'm Felicia. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and go ahead and like this video. You get notified when we drop new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on the channel. I've helped thousands of students with the 8A program as far as when is the best time to apply, as well as preparing your business to be ready for the 8A program. Now, today in this video, we're going to talk about some of the things I want you to think about before you make that final decision, before you start putting together all the paperwork, and before you hit send or submit on that button that says, here's my application, I want to apply for the 8A program. And here's the reason I want to share this with you guys here today is because a lot of times you guys are going out there applying for the 8A program and you're not ready. You're just not ready. And so one of the things that I work with my students inside of my group program is one, preparing your business for the 8A, because you need to be positioned to one, receive the 8A certification, so be awarded the certification. But two, you want to make sure you're able to take advantage of the 8A certification, because if you didn't know, the 8A certification is currently as of today, a 9-year program. One shot, hit or miss is what I like to say. And that means that once you're in the program, you can only be in it one time. And so it's for a limited amount of time. And so you don't want to waste a lot of your time trying to figure out how to maximize the 8A certification and how to get all of the benefits that comes with being an 8A certified company. So that's why we're going to tackle this today. Again, we go way deeper in my group program, Next Level Government Contractor. But I do want to make you guys aware of some of the things you need to think about and consider before you go applying for the 8A certification. And let me just say, applying for the 8A certification is not the same as applying for your state certifications, like your minority certification, your woman-owned, or your state hub zone, things like that. It is more detailed, it's more intensive, and you don't want to waste a lot of time doing something that you have no shot at getting. I'm all about that as far as being focused, making sure we're only taking actions on the things that we know we have a shot at winning or a shot at getting it. So that's why if you're considering the 8A program, this video is for you. So the question I want you to answer, you must be able to answer this question. Are you ready for the 8A certification? So I'm going to give you some things to consider. You can, checklist it if you want to, cross it off. And if you have things still standing, then you may not be ready for the certification yet. Okay, you can definitely prepare, but you just may not be ready yet. So here's the things I like to see when applying for the 8A certification. One is bidding contracts. Like you have experience at bidding contracts, but also at winning contracts. So bidding and winning contracts is very, very important. You need to know how to do that. What does that also say is that you need to know how to cost out your projects, right? So you need to know how to price, not only to win, but price to profit as well. The second thing is business development. You need to know how to build business, develop new business in your business. That is an activity that I tell my students all the time. It's something that you'll always be doing as long as you plan to be in business. This is like a never evolving thing, like it goes on and on, that you should always be developing new business, but you should also be cultivating the current business relationships that you have as well. If your goal is to be in it for the long haul, if your goal is to grow and scale your business and take it to the next level, business development needs to be a key part of that, and you need to know how to do that. Another key component, 3, is I like to see that you have cash flow. Cash flow, again, tells us a lot of things, that you know how to bid, you're winning contracts, and you know how to manage your money flow. That's another important piece that I see missing a lot of times, is you're not even managing your money. You're not managing your cash flow. And a lot of times what's happening is you guys are, maybe you're making money and you're flowing it through your bank account and things like that personally. You got to get that changed over. You got to be a true business, the entity structure, business bank accounts. You need to have some type of accounting system where you're tracking the money flow in and out of your business. Cash flow, okay? Important. And I also like to see that you have resources. And I don't just mean money, but resources to help you in what you're doing in your business currently. But if your goal is to take it up a notch and take on longer contracts, larger contracts, then I like to see that you have resources available. Not that you have to initiate all of them, but they are there and you have resources available when you need them. Okay, so if you notice, most of the things I'm sharing here with you guys, we're talking about being proactive. It's all about being proactive in your approach as you prepare for the 8A program. So we can't wait until we have the 8A program to start doing everything because we're wasting time within this program that is limited. Let me know down in the comments, do you plan to apply for the 8A certification this year, meaning in the next 12 months? Do you plan to apply for your 8A certification? Let us know down in the comments. Yes or no, no or yes. Because it'll also let me know if I should dive deeper into helping you prepare for the 8A certification, because you need to be ready. It's a game changer. It will change your life and your business when done correctly. When done correctly. And when you're able to utilize the program correctly. I don't want you guys to be like a lot of people that come to me after they've received their 8A certification and then they're stuck in this place where they have the certification, they've had it for 3, 4, 5 years sometimes, and they have not used the 8A certification one time. Which also means that if it's at 5 years, they only have 4 left, right? If they're at 4 years, they have 5 left. Whatever the number, you don't want to waste time trying to figure it out, okay? So I don't want that to be your story, although I hear it more often than not when people come reaching out to me saying, hey, I've been in the 8A certification for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and I haven't used it, but I'd like to use it now. Like, really? You should have did some things differently. So I don't want that to be you, which is why I'm telling you to focus on these key areas of getting your business ready for the 8A program if your goal is truly to apply this year. Because once you are awarded the contract, you want to hit the ground running so that you can maximize all of your time in the program, okay? The other thing I would suggest, if the 8A certification is on your radar this year, also start looking for partnering relationships, okay? Relationships that can help you take your business to the next level. So I'm not talking about you subbing out work to independent contractors or other small companies or things like that. I'm talking about relationships that will take you to that next level of your business, and they have resources to help you get there. Whatever those resources may be, right? That's an individual thing, a whole different conversation for another day. but make sure you're doing those things. So let's recap. One, you want to make sure you have experience bidding and winning contracts. You also want to make sure you're knowing how to price to profit, but also that you're pricing to win as well. They have to go together. You need to be doing business development. You also need to be building relationships, like cultivating the relationships that you already have. So remember, new business development, but you also want to cultivate the relationships that you already have. Also, you want to make sure the cash is flowing and that you're tracking it properly. I actually have a training on some bookkeeping activities, bookkeeping routines that you should have in place, whether you're doing it yourself or you're going to outsource it, but just so that you know what actions, what things need to be taking place. I'll link that down below. You also want to have the resources that you will need that will help you scale and grow your business, get into those larger contracts and longer contracts. So there you have it. I've just shared with you 5 things that you need to start looking at as you prepare for your 8A certification. So you can go back, watch the video, write those things down, check them off as you go. But definitely start focusing on getting those things in place if your plan is to get into the 8A program in the next 12 months. Okay, the sooner you start, the better off you will be, and the faster you will hit the ground running once you receive your certification. Now, if you need help executing on your government contracting plan, maybe you're not getting the results that you would like, then definitely reach out to us. You can check out the Contractors Edge Bootcamp if you're just getting started in government contracting. If you're more advanced, then check out the Next Level Government Contractor program, or you can reach out to us. Let us know what you're thinking, what your needs are. I'm over at Instagram, same name, Felicia Streeter, over on Instagram. You can DM me over there and just let us know how we can support you on reaching your government contracting goals, getting the results that you desire in this year. All right. So until next time, I will see you right back here real soon. Bye for now.